merriment.
Survival for expats.
In the concrete forest.
On Friday nights.
Hi guys, welcome back to You Can't Sit With Us, the weekly show where we get wasted. Cheers.
Hey.
And cheers to your water.
Cheers to water.
Cheers. Hi Ming Lam, and yes, he says you're pretty, so Ming Lam.
Ming Lam, thank you so much. I got my attention now.
She has a boyfriend. We were just talking about this. Chill.
I do.
Play it cool, man. Play it cool.
Chung, happy Friday night. Sad news. I think Carrie Lam will. Oh, I really hope she doesn't. Carrie Lam is a cunt. She does not deserve to be chief executive.
She's gonna win.
Yeah.
So my company does like a bunch of. We go out and we do a bunch of research on this stuff, and everybody agrees. Like in pretty much every like little facet, because you know how the elections work here. It's kind of
Yes,
it's by section of business, right? So. Pretty much everybody's agreed. John Chang on...
John Sang.
Yeah, he's...
T-S-A-N-G.
It's Sang, right?
Yeah,
so it's,
Sang.
Yeah, so close enough. It's that sound that we don't have in English, that one that's in between. They all agree, like, he's the person who would get more work done. But Beijing just picked Carrie Lam, so she's going to win.
Yeah,
that's
she's
it.
the worst.
The girl.
Yeah.
But no, because do have really... Actually, Hong Kong is good. Another reason I like Hong Kong is they're very good with the government representing. They do have a lot of women in government. But like someone like Anson Chan would be a lot better. But Carrie Lam, she makes stupid comments. She really like puts her foot in it a lot. And I think she's a poor choice. So yes, that is sad.
I
sad
don't have
news.
my opinion, so I just not gonna.
Just like yes. So we were talking earlier, like how meeting people in Hong Kong is quite difficult. Did you meet your girlfriend in Hong Kong?
Yep.
Ah, okay.
Recently.
How did you meet her?
On a junk.
Oh! That is what we call in comedy a callback.
Legit though, because unlike you, I go to junks and I am the life of the party. It doesn't matter which one. No, that's not true. I get super wasted and people are like, please go away.
Yeah, that's me as well. Like, I can't handle day drinking. I drink too much. Like, everyone's like, okay, so we're going to this junk, then we go to this party, and then we do this. And I'm like, no, I can only do one of these things. I cannot do an all day drinking because otherwise I don't go home though. That's the problem. I will stay out until like everybody is gone.
If there's a beer to be had, I will be there to have it.
Yeah, it's true. It's really bad. Like I'm always just like messaging people. I'm like, is anybody out? Does anyone else want to hang out? Everybody's being lame.
Right. Yeah. No, I'm a full on. I'm a junk.
Junk. Do you like junks?
Oh, I have a seasick.
That's seasickness.
Oh, you get seasick.
So I'm not the best
So
fit for.
you're not great on it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's unfortunate for you guys because this is where the romance is.
Yeah.
It's at sea.
Oh, so what did you do? Did you just go on up to her and you were like, yo?
No, so
hey,
I met her on a junk, and she was like, "I'm from Florida," and I was like, "I don't want to talk to you ever, like, please never." And she was there with one of my friends, and I was like, "I'm gonna let him have that." So I kind of, whatever, like, okay, this is nice or whatever.
So she did all the job to approach you.
Kinda. Well, like this mutual friend, turned out to just be a friend. Wasn't like a thing, and I was like,
good.
Whatever. But we were all supposed to go camping. It was like me and like 5 girls.
All the activities I hate rolled into one.
And these like 3 guys. Well, we go to the day of, and the 3 guys back out. So it's just me and 5 girls. And I'm like, all right, well.
You're like, yeah.
If there was a time to stop being single.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we kind of hit it off and then went camping another time. And then, just kind of carried on. And
Because
became a
there's
friend.
normal relationship swiped I just swiped Garen on Tinder. And of course, being him, he was like, "Hey, do you want to come to my show?" And I was like, "Okay." I was like, "Do I get free tickets?" He was like, "Yeah." And he's like,
"Can I bring a friend?"
Yeah, no, I actually did.
No!
I did. I brought a friend. I said because I think you're weird, and also takeout comedy is a really gross place to hang out.
It's disgusting, especially alone.
I'd been there a lot of times, but it's not much fun going to a comedy show alone. Yeah. You bring your own alcohol, and you're just like. You're like sitting there alone with a bottle of whiskey and everyone's looking at you.
It doesn't have to be a bottle. You could be a little more subtle than a bottle of whiskey.
No.
Okay.
But
Drinker.
so I showed up and with my friend, and he was like, "Oh, if I'm funny, I'll buy you. No, I'll buy you a drink. If I'm not funny, I'll buy you 2 drinks."
Okay.
And then he bought me some drinks, and then we were friends for like 3 months because I was like, "Nah, this guy's such a douchebag. He's so self-important." And I was just like,
These
like,
are good descriptors
I was like,
for it. Keep going,
I was
keep
like,
going.
I didn't hate
Right.
him, but I was just like, oh, this is so not my type. And then this is the weirdest thing. So we would we'd go out drinking a lot because he was unemployed at the time, and we were drinking.
Stop now.
But no, he's got a job now. But he'd pay for all my drinks, so I loved going out drinking with him. So I'd be like, Garen, do you want to go drinking? He's like, yeah, sure. And I was like, free drinking. And
That's how they get you.
He's been saying,
The first 78 are free.
well, that's the thing. He's been stuck with me not having a job and funding all of that for the last 3 years since then. I was like, you started on the wrong. And our first dinner, he took me to the lobster bar at the Shangri-La. So I was like, it's really stupid of you. No, so we were drinking in Stormy's, and this woman who's a prostitute who hangs out there all the time.
This sounds. This is adding up nicely.
Came up to us and was she came up to us and she goes,
Smoothly.
yeah, and she was like,
Ladies.
I'm sorry, but he was in the bathroom. She came up to me. She was like, that guy is crazy about you. He's like, I can tell he's crazy. This is a really weird story. And then later on that night,
She knows, right?
yeah. Well, later on that
She
night,
can say-
I got really drunk, obviously. And I was eating McDonald's and crying. And Garen's like, why are you crying? I'm like, because if you really love me, why haven't you asked me on a date yet? And that's the story of how we got together. When I completely forgot though, so the next day.
So why didn't he? No. Why didn't he ask you on a date?
But the next day he did. So he went, oh, do you want to go see this improv show? And I was like, no,
Oh,
improv's
fuck.
just fat
What is improv?
I know you do improv.
I do improv,
Yeah.
and that's my reaction.
And
Is,
it was
do you
the
want to go to an
worst.
improv show?
But
no.
the thing is, we like bonded because it was so terrible.
Who was it?
It was PLA.
Yeah.
But it was
that's
like,
us.
No, it wasn't PLA. I don't know, but it was like Pete Grella,
Yep.
one old woman.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then I don't know who else, but it was so bad.
It was probably
Like-
Chris and Chris and
Yeah, One Try Chris. Yeah.
One Shy Chris.
Yeah,
There's
he
another
was
guy
there.
named Chris. Yeah, that's PLI.
And we got trashed, obviously. I feel like this is a running theme in our relationship. We just get drunk all the time.
Yeah.
And then he
Yes.
did the yawn move. But yeah,
No, he
anyway.
didn't.
So he asked me if I wanted to go to the improv show, and I was like, nah, I don't want to go. That sounds lame. And he's like, look, I'm asking you on a date. And I'm like, why? And he's like, because you were crying for like half an hour last night. I was like, oh, really? Doesn't sound like me.
Doesn't it though?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, that's a lovely-ish
Do a
story.
drinking
Most of that was
experiment.
pretty good. Are you gonna vodka and cider?
Mixing.
By the way, we have moved on. We are on a new cider. We are on Oldfields Orchard, Worcestershire
Would you like some vodka
cider.
in your cider?
No, my cider is fine, unadulterated.
This is
Much like my relationship.
I like to come up with new drinking varieties. But yeah, that's another thing about dating in Hong Kong is that you never really know when you're exclusive.
Yes.
My co-host, you know Ali, she always complained when she was single. She's like, I date these guys. I'd be on
Such
all
a beautiful girl.
Yeah,
Yes.
she's like, I go on all these dates, and then it turns out they're seeing other people. I'm like, well, that's normal for Hong Kong. Like, you date until you actually have a conversation, and you're like, we're not seeing other people.
Our exclusive.
I hate that. So speaking of being Mormon, and from Utah, we have an acronym for
yeah.
it. DTR, determine the relationship,
Yeah.
which is the
for
conversation
a
you
walk or
have
whatever it is.
when you actually just say, "Are you my girlfriend?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
cute.
Are we dating now?"
Are we gonna do what do they call it when they have sex but like
Having sex.
no but they soaking.
Soaking?
Is that a thing?
No, that's what you do to a tortoise to get it to shit. That's a real story.
No, like I've heard from my Mormon friends, like because they can't like have sex, but like the guy can like put it in and just stay. They can't go.
No.
Okay.
This is no.
And maybe that's a Hong Kong thing that they would do because they were like, yeah. I mean, the Mormon church didn't say it was okay, but they figured like this was a way around it.
I
No,
don't
he's
know.
confused.
No, you never heard of that.
I can't even figure out what the way around it is, like what the thing. That
I don't know.
You're like, aha! I'm so clever.
Yeah.
We didn't bone because my boner shrunk its way out. It just gave up.
Just kidding. Yeah, I can't remember what the reasoning behind that was, but because Hong Kong has a big Mormon community, we got
Yeah,
got
very
two
big.
churches
Got
here.
a big old Mormon building.
Oh,
in
yeah,
Wan
so-
Chai. In Wan Chai.
I know. There's one in Wan Chai and there's one in
It's funny every
Kowloon
time. Yeah,
The
yeah.
one in Kowloon Tong is gold. It's like painted bright gold.
Yes.
It's like, where did they get all that money from? I wonder.
10% of
Yeah,
every
times,
members.
yeah.
Every month, 10%.
But my
Sorry, what were we talking
I
about?
don't know.
About
which-
Mormons?
I don't know. Yeah, Mormons.
Mormons in love?
DTR. Oh, we're talking about DTRing.
Discuss the relationship.
Yeah.
Yes, determine the relationship.
Determine the relationship.
All right, so you're going for a walk and then
Yeah, go for a
Okay,
walk.
so this is the problem in Hong Kong though, is everybody's just fucking until
Yeah.
you tell them to stop.
Until you're like,
like,
stop
put the leash
fucking
on.
everyone, and then it's okay. Yeah. It is
Such a crazy world
But
to
it
live in.
It is so
Isn't it,
true
though?
though, like, because I've always dated, like that's always how I've dated. But Ali coming here, she was like, I really hate it. It makes me really uncomfortable. She's like, I figure like once I start going on dates with somebody, we're kind of only seeing each other.
Right.
But I think that might be more of like a city thing versus a countryside thing. Because a city thing, you've got like much more options.
Yeah.
And Ali's not from countryside, but yeah, it's still kind of out in the sticks.
Pretty far
Yeah,
north.
up north. Yeah, so I
Ooh,
guess.
let's all do English accents.
Oh, I can do an English accent. I can do
Which
Ali
English?
Bongo so easy.
Is that what
Casse.
you're going for?
Casse.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, Cassie, I'm so fucking tired.
Oh, sounds good.
Wow, okay. That's far better than
I
mine.
spend a lot of time with Ali.
Yeah, so
we
all in there.
spend pretty much our whole lives.
right.
Oh.
Yeah, joined at the by the way, is the girl left from Europe? Yes. Well, Russia is Europe, right?
Yes.
Part of it.
Yes,
part
Europe.
of it.
But yesterday it was so awful. Okay, yesterday was pretty crazy day. So I was like just having lunch, and the guy came up, like he's from my school, and he was, hey, hello, like which year are you? I'm like, oh, I'm postgraduate, year 1. He's like, year 1, but you look too old to be freshman.
Oh no.
Yeah, and at the same time he like joined our table, and then
Do you
like,
tell him to fuck off?
I was like,
What is he doing?
what?
No, keep telling the story. I'm just gonna
No,
commentary.
actually, this is the thing about me. I never react angry. I keep my anger.
You're the most cheerful Russian I've ever met, by the
really?
way. You're like, my Russian friends are all really sarcastic
Yes?
and like,
Oh.
and like my friend Jenny, everything she says sounds like she's gonna kill you.
Oh,
We were
I think I know her. Yes.
Jenny Biani.
Yanni.
Yeah.
Hi, Jenny.
Yeah, hi Jenny. So we were reading a menu and we were in Macau, and she's like, "What is King of Melon?" And I'm like, what do you mean? She's King of Melon? What is that? I'm like, how do you make something as whimsical as King of Melon sound terrifying? I was like, and then she was like, strawberries. And she's like, just going down the menu. I'm like, are you having a good time right now, Jenny?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, Russians.
I am having the
This
best
is
time.
the time.
Yes. Well, she told me the other day, like, because I was going on with my rants about something, she was like, Cassie, be more positive. I'm like, Jenny, what?
Yeah,
You're like the
makes
most
sense.
negative person I know. I was like, I can't believe she just told me to be positive. Oh, good times, good
Be
times.
more positive. Oh, we love her. I don't know her.
I don't know.
I love her. She's a nutcase.
Yes.
But yeah, so
I forgot my story. No, did it
Didn't
happen?
happen.
That's
So
okay.
there
We're gonna
was-
go away in 15 seconds, and we'll come back and we'll
Yes.
tell
No,
it
just-
after the break.
Yes, so just I wasn't mad with him. I just like it took me 3 minutes to get my anger out, and I told him I don't like you. That's all.
You just straight up just said I don't like. That's a very, very Russian. I don't like you.
I don't like you.
We will not be friends.
Okay, anyway, guys, we're going to go to commercial break. And we'll see you later. Mwah. Bye!
經錯過我哋精彩嘅節目，而家上嚟呢個網址就可以訂閱晒我哋8大頻道，付費之後仲可以重溫晒所有精彩嘅節目。記得要訂閱我哋嘅 YouTube channel 同埋讚好我哋嘅 Facebook 專頁啊！